everyone, so there's two basic approaches to contacting hiring managers on LinkedIn to tap the hidden job market. And if you haven't seen any of the previous videos in my series, we're basically at the point where you've connected on LinkedIn to a bunch of hiring managers that are in your hometown, in your industry, and these are individuals that are at the executive level up to and including the CEO. So most of them will be CEOs or owners of small to medium-sized businesses in your hometown, but it may also include the senior manager of perhaps a branch office of a larger enterprise. So it could be a branch manager or a general manager, something like that, okay? Now, there are two approaches, like I said, the direct approach and, you guessed it, the indirect approach. Let's talk about the direct approach. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to be sending a direct message to each of the hiring managers one at a time. And this method is probably the easiest, especially if you have somewhere around 1,000 LinkedIn connections. So it's a bit more efficient. And you could use a template to do this. What you're basically going to be sending is something along the lines of, hello, I'm an expert in this, I solve these kinds of problems, and I'm looking for my next job. If you happen to be looking for something like that, let me know because I may be able to help you. Thank you and best regards. Something like that. That's the nature of the message you're going to be sending. And like a lot of things, it's a numbers game. Most people won't respond, but some will, especially if you've done the first steps in this process correctly and you've connected to the right people. That's the direct approach. Now let's talk about the indirect approach. The indirect approach is more work, but it makes up by producing better quality results, okay? What you're doing here is you're basically going to be asking for an informational interview, okay? So it's important that on your LinkedIn profile, you don't indicate anywhere that, I'm looking for a job right now. You don't say that. Okay, what you do is you send a direct message to each and every one of the hiring managers on LinkedIn. And once again, you can use a template, but it's going to be something along the lines of, hello, I see you have a very impressive background. I would very much like to get together and get your expert opinion on a couple of points about your industry. And perhaps you could spare me 30 minutes of your time. Maybe we could grab a coffee. You pick a date, time, and place of your convenience, and I hope that works for you. No pressure. Thanks and best regards. Something like that. Okay, so just like a lot of other things, most people won't respond, but some people will, and you'll have a few informational interviews lined up. So you go and you do an informational interview with this executive, and you just have a nice conversation where you ask them about their opinions on their industry. And let me tell you, nothing gets executives talking more than being asked that. They will love you for giving them an opportunity to talk all about what they think about their industry. They will enjoy it. Okay, so you do a few of those, no pressure, just to see what the vibe is, okay? And then you go away for a couple of weeks. And then you do part two. You follow up with another direct message to that hiring manager over LinkedIn, where you say something along the lines of, hello, I've been thinking about some of the things that you said to me at our last meeting a couple of weeks ago. And you know what? I think I may be able to contribute to your outfit. So if ever you're looking for someone that has this skill, let me know because I'm very interested and I think I could really help. Something along those lines. And like everything else, a lot of people won't respond, but some will. And that's where you have a job opportunity where you have no competition, where you are a perfect fit for, and the CEO likes you. So that's the advantage of doing these methods. So stay tuned because in the next few videos, I'm going to be going into both of these methods, going into the details and providing scripts and things like this. So stick around for that. Now, I also have a second YouTube channel, The Company's Expert Live. So if you were unaware of that, please check it out. There's a link in the description. I do a lot of live streams and Q&A sessions. So if you got questions about hiring, careers, entrepreneurship, any of that kind of stuff, check it out and maybe attend one of the live streams. And thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe And never forget this. Never ever forget this. You are awesome. Take care.